Namaste, dear students of secondary level, particularly class 8, 9, 10. It's me, Sri Ram Sharma, your English teacher. Today I am going to teach you one important part of grammar that is called transformation of sentences, and that is very important for examination point of view since it has 2 marks weightage. Let us know what are the primary rules, how we can change, how we can transform one sentence to the next sentences using certain rules. Let us see. Transformation of sentences. Transformation of sentences. Transformation. The very first positive sentence, what do we call affirmative? Right? Affirmative sentence into negative sentence. How can we transform affirmative to negative and negative to affirmative alternatively, right? There is an interchangeable relationship between them. Now let us learn the primary important rules. The very first, A number, auxiliary verb. You know auxiliary verb, I can write in short form AUX only. Auxiliary verb, there are 24 auxiliary verbs. Be, is, am, are, was, were, have, had, has, do, did, does, will, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, us to, right? These are the auxiliary verbs. And if we see the auxiliary verbs in the sentence, it's very easy. Just put not right after auxiliary. Okay? Not, not. That's all. And the second one is, if there is no auxiliary, then main verb comes either in 3 forms, either B1 or B5 or B2. At that condition, you have to try do, does, did plus not plus B1. Don't forget about the B1. After do, does, did, then there must be not, then after B1. Okay? So B1 into do not B1, B5 into does not B1, and B2 into did not B1, right? This is the way. These are the 2 important rules. And we can change the sentences, statement sentences into negative formats by using the alternative ways as well. Let us know what are the alternative ways. Alternative ways, वैकल्पिक उपायहरू, right? So there is the next way. Let us learn. I. If there is always, change it into never. Finished. Very easy. If there is often, sometimes, or usually, change it into seldom. That's all. Very easy to say. If there is some of, most of, all of, you can change it into none of. If there is either or, let's make it neither nor, right? Neither nor. Positive sentence, affirmative sentence into negative sentence, or negative to affirmative as well, alternately. Okay. Then the next way is, we can make everybody or somebody. If it comes, we can change it in nobody, right? The next way, we can change, right? If there is any scheme must, don't forget, make it need not be one, right? The next way, if there is frequently, you can make it scarcely or rarely, no problem, or hardly as well. If there is only, make it either non-but or nothing but. If there is a lot of, make it into negative first, not or many or much, right? If there is as soon as, you have to change into another format, that is, if there is as soon as, then you have to change into no sooner and then. For an example, as soon as I entered into the room, I saw my friends. No sooner did I enter, you have to, did I enter into the room, then I saw my friends. This is the way. Okay? These are the, we have 10 alternative ways beside these two main rules. Don't forget. And to change, there are something to change. What are they? It's very easy. Some into any. In affirmative, if there is some, then in negative we have to change it into any. Then after always never, already done. The next thing what you need to do is to into either, and still, sometimes still, just or already. This three might come. You have to change it into by et. These are three things that you need to change. Okay, look at that. Starting from auxiliary verb and V1, V5 and V2. Okay, these are the two main rules. And while changing positive sentence into negative format, there are 2 points that you need to remember. What are they? Let us know. Okay, what are the 2 points to remember? Let's see. Points to remember. What are the 2 points? The first, be careful from have. Have, has and had. Plus B3. B3 means past participle, then it becomes auxiliary verb. If not followed by B3, they become main verb. Remember that. They become main verbs. Means this have, has, had, these 3 verbs should be followed by B3, past participle. Otherwise, they become main verb, action verbs. Let us learn the example. C has a storybook. This one. Second one is C has bought a storybook. Listen. There are 2 examples. Look at that. Here is has, but it is not followed by V3. If not followed by V3, they become main verbs. As is V5, so we change it. C does not have a storybook. C does not have a storybook. And here is has followed by V3. Let's see. Then it becomes auxiliary verb. If auxiliary, then it's very easy. C has not bought a storybook. You understand? So very important thing we need to remember is have of. This is quite confusing. It puzzles us sometimes in examination. Okay? So we need to understand from the have of means three format B1, B5 and B2 have of, and if it is followed by B3 then they become auxiliary verb. In short form AUX I have written. If not followed by B3 they become main verbs. Very easy to understand. And next point to remember is be careful from the verb that has same form in B1, B2 and B3. There are some verbs that have same form, same spelling. For example, you can see the example. For example, the read verb, caught, put, hit, said, laid, right? These verbs caused, spread, and we can see these verbs. They have all three formats are same: B1, B2, and B3. So in that example, you need to understand if they have all three formats is same, then after singular, remember that singular subject never takes V1. Remember that. It's very important to understand. Singular subject never takes V1. For example, let me write one sentence. He read a book. Listen. He is a singular subject, right? And personal pronoun. After he, there is read. And the students are quite confused whether the read is V1 or V2. Remember that singular subject never takes V1. So this is a singular and it is not V1. So if it is not V1, what is this? It must be V2. Very easy to understand. It must be V2. So what is the negative form of this? He did not read a story or did read a book, right? He did not read a book. Very easy to understand. These two things that you need to remember. Okay, these are the ways how we change from affirmative sentence into negative formats by learning the rules. Now, another example of transformation of the sentence is changing a statement into interrogative form. Okay, let us learn that. Is it okay if I erase this? What is the second one? Statement. And we call assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. And interrogative sentence we call ask the question, right? For that, again you need to understand the auxiliary verb and main verbs. Okay? So transformation, first student need to understand what are the auxiliary verbs and whether the sentence belong main verbs or auxiliary verb. That you need to first recognize. Then after you can easily transform the sentences. It's a very easy way. Okay? So statement into interrogative form. The very first subject I am writing in short form plus auxiliary, then put auxiliary first plus subject plus dot question mark. Very easy. If you put auxiliary verb, you means just change the place. Auxiliary should be taken at first and question mark at the last. Then it will be enough. So it's very easy to change assertive sentence into interrogative form if there is auxiliary verb. If not auxiliary, then the sentence might come either B1, B5 or B2 plus dot dot. Then you have to start from do, does or did plus subject plus B1. Don't forget this B1. Okay? Don't forget this B1. And these are the two rules, main rules. And what need to be changed? Let's see. To change, here again you need to change from some to any, always to ever, that you need to change. Again here still, just, already, into it, and first person. For example, I and we. If better, you can change into you, second person. For example, I into you, my into your, we again into you, us into your, right? This is the way. So this is how you can change from statement sentence into interrogative format. Okay. Likewise, the last one is changing into WH question. Key number in the transformation. WH question. For WH question from statement is WH words. You know very well. WH words. Who, what, where, right? Why, this way. WH words plus again auxiliary verbs plus subject, then question mark at last. One number, two number, WH words plus either B1, either if there is B1, then you have to write do, does or did plus subject plus B1, right? Question mark. Very easy to understand again. If there is auxiliary, there is B1, B5 or B2, right? Let us learn some example from here. C plays badminton. C plays badminton. Make it WH question into WH question, right? Very easy to write. Look at the sentence. Whether the sentence has auxiliary verb or main verb. It doesn't have auxiliary verb, it has main verb. That's in B5 format, right? B5 forms. After subject, you need to understand where the verb is. Verb follows the subject, right? So it's a B5. Then what you have to do is badminton might be the right answer. Badminton, for badminton we can use what, and note remove answer. For example, what symbolize, if you are making what question, it symbolizes either object or thing. So what does C, what is the B1 of that? Play. What does C play? That's all. Finished. And for this, student sometimes wants to write who plays badminton is not likely to be correct, because here is pronoun. For example, in the same, instead of C, if Sita is there, Sita plays badminton. For who question, we don't need to change into this format. We don't need to use auxiliary verb. We don't need to source the auxiliary verb, read it down like that. Just instead of name of the person that comes at first, just put who. That's all. Why who? Why who is not suitable here? Because here is a pronoun, but here is noun or pronoun Sita. So you can use who, no problem. Who plays badminton? For this, you can use question mark. Who plays badminton also? What does Sita play? No problem. Means two way you can make. What does Sita play? It means who question is very easy, but you have to understand whether the sentence has the name in a proper noun at first or not. If there is either name of person or surname of the person, you can use who. Devkota wrote Munamadan, who wrote Munamadan, that's all. So that will be easy way. And for what and other questions, you have to understand. For example, he was absent yesterday. Look at that question is because he was sick. He was absent yesterday because he was sick. Make or change it into WS question, into WS. We can use why question because why that 6 for the reason, and the reason is because you are sick. So you have to remove the answer, not remove the answer. Okay. So why? Then look at whether the sentence has auxiliary verb or not. It has auxiliary verb. Why was he absent? Question mark. That's all. Means this is the way how we transform different sentences. This is the transformation of sentences in grammar. Okay. The three things that you need to know. The first, positive, affirmative into negative, right? Or just vice versa. I mean, we can use alternatively as well. For example, sometimes you might be asked, it does not have any sense. Change it into the affirmative. Into affirmative. It might come like that. Or positive. Then how we need to change? Then in positive format, you don't have to use do, does, did, right? Does not B1, B5. B5 does not B1. Remember that. And what is the main verb? Have is the main verb. What is the B5 of have? Has. And in positive form, any becomes some. It has some sense. This is the way. So, in case of statement sentences, we change affirmative to negative. But in case of imperative sentences, for example, starting from B1, then that sentences as well we can change. For example, close the door. You have to use don't close the door. Write later, don't write later. Sometimes you need to use if there is a let us play the game. Don't let us play the game is not right. Let us not play the game, right? This is the way. And I told you about the case of only. For example, only she can dance. So in case of only, remove only, non but. Use non but she can dance. Look at the sentence. You will get 1 mark into negative format. So in imperative sentences as well, interrogative sentences also we can change them into the negative format or negative sentences. So we have a lot of ways of transformation of the sentences, either from the positive affirmative to negative to affirmative, in statement sentence, in imperative sentence, in interrogative sentence, and sometimes statement to interrogative. That's what I taught you. 2 number what I taught you. Statement means assertive sentence to interrogative, right? negative. And third, WH question. In all three formative sentences, transformation, what you need to understand, the first thing you have to see whether there is auxiliary verb or not, right? Auxiliary verbs. And next, B1, B5 or B2, you have to recognize. In case of B1, you have to take the help from do. For example, in negative B1, do not B1. And into positive, do not B1, B1. B5 does not B1. Does not B1, B5. B2 did not B1, did not B1, B2. In negative to affirmative, affirmative to negative. Means these two things you need to understand. And I told you 2 points of remember. They are, be careful from have verb, have as had. If these verbs are followed by V3, then they become auxiliary verb. If not followed by V3, they become main verb. And be careful from the verb that has three format similar. For example, B1, B5, B2 and B3. Some verbs are there, put, caught. In that case, after singular, remember that if he hit a goal, the S no question interrogative format is did he hit a goal? Because after singular, V1 never comes, so you have to take the help from its V2. So take the help from did he hit a goal? Like that. So